EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
She got this water right here. That's mine.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Oh, she shook you?
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Newton. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
Down with the highlight.
This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Etienne running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. Now
Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A gain of 3, second down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
What's up, man? Oh, I'm gonna hit y'all in a second. Alright, but
this Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. To the air again, Newton. There's Trimble, the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 20. They fake the give. Newton. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. On 1st down, Newton. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Steps away to his left. That caught by Trimble. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the red zone now, Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Great. Who you clapping to? You clapping to Mommy? She said, 16's coming, check Mike. I got you. 20. Hey, check Mike 16, check Mike 16. Blue Dan. Watch the safety creep. Bang.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. They'll roll him out right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Let's go one more. Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. 68. 65. Mike 16.
Newton throwing again. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
Oh, fuck, you not on that nigga, bro.
There before crossing over out of bounds.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Watch the 20. Kill. 8. Safe. Big Ed. Express. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Right there to 3. 8. Joker. Check. Crunch. Sponge. No. 8. He's crashing.
McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
All right.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
You gonna eat it?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Ryan. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Who in this bitch?
I'm playing in my mouth.
Oh, fuck no.
Second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I gotta see if I have a Madden game, but I'm down. What you playing? You playing the playoff game?
Yeah, man, I gotta get off this chat with y'all, man. I'm out, man. Yeah, I need silence.
Continues because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Dante Jackson picks it. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Here we go. 8. Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. Fresno. Here we go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
Stop
and
it.
He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Stop it.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey.
All right, man.
Will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from the 20, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Play action. It's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, check 24.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You got it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Mike, check, 59.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Space. Gun.
Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the
Come on, bro.
Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Come on, QB, come on. 36.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Check. Watch 54.
Gun.
Watch the run. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Right there.
Now Newton on first down. Got a man, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between level.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Hey, monster.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 51, Let's go.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 45 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Newton now to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
Not going for
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off play action, Newton. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Get out your hand. Get it from her.
Throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the interception, here's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Yeah, he's got it.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Being chased out, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Turn on the light so you can see.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
No, just get it from in front of her.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Play action, Ryan. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Set 180. 45.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brent.
Hold on.